ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. It is your host JD. I hope you're all doing well and you've all had a great Monday. As you can see, first and foremost, I'm in a different setup because I'm back in Texas for the next couple of weeks or so. So just bear with me whilst it's a little bit different. I know there's more echo than you're used to, but when I'm back in the UK, everything will be back to normal. Secondly, boy, Lilly Tino, everybody's favorite trans TikToker. We all know what he's done recently. He's responded to the controversy in a new interview and it is absolutely pathetic. Now, before we get into all of this woke nonsense that I'm sure all of you are on the edge of your seat to see, if you could, make sure to leave a like rating. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, turn on bell notifications so you never miss a video, comment on this video, share this video. And let's get into it. Now, just for a little bit of a recap, Lilly Tino, everybody's favorite trans TikToker, went to Disney dressed as a young girl, which is completely normal. That's actually weird the more you think about it. And decided to go into the women's bathrooms. But not only that, he thought it was a great idea to start taking pictures in those bathrooms, reviewing them all, and posted those pictures onto TikTok. And all of that caused a lot of outrage. As we know, everybody's talking about it on social media, and rightly so. Men, just because they identify as women, shouldn't be going into women's spaces. But this controversy has reached such a high level now, to the point where on Benny Johnson's show, a Florida Attorney General confirmed that they are now investigating Lilly Tino. Take a watch.
There was a TikTok influencer named Lilly Tino who is who's taking videos and photos inside of the women's bathroom in Disney. And I'm thinking, well, wait a second. There's no way that this can be legal in the state of Florida, right? This is a transgender influencer. This seems to be like, first off, like you shouldn't be allowed to like film inside of bathrooms. It seems really creepy. But then here in Disney, it's like extra layers of creepy and wrong. Is there anything happening from a state level on this topic?
Yeah, we're investigating this. We do not tolerate men or boys in women's and girls' restrooms, gyms, private spaces, no tolerance. We're investigating this one. We've already cracked down on some gyms in South Florida. They were allowing people that identify as women to go into women's locker rooms. We put them on notice that legal action was coming. Thankfully, they changed their ways. Alachua County, a public school system, they had a camp, Camp Crystal Lake, where they were allowing 5th grade elementary age boys to identify as girls and stay in the girls' bunks. We shut this down right away too. Thankfully, they did not fight us on it. It's amazing we have to have these conversations today. But here in Florida, we believe there are two sexes, men and women, and we are going to protect our girls at all costs.
Yeah, ain't looking so good for Mr. Tino, is it? But we'll have to wait and see if anything comes from that. Wouldn't it be hilarious if Lilly Tino got arrested? Boy. However, now in an hour-long interview, this male pretending to be a woman, as I said at the beginning of this video, has responded to the controversy, and I just can't believe this stuff this man comes out with. The interviewer goes on to ask Lilly Tino, what does he think about this Florida Attorney General? And this is what he said.
Recently, the Florida Attorney General has said that they are investigating the issue regarding your content in and around women's restrooms on your recent trip to Disney World. Do you not think this type of attention is harmful towards our community?
That's a bit of a skewed way to ask that question, right? I guess the real... If you take the Florida Attorney General out of it, maybe we should talk about those pictures to begin with, right? Those pictures I took because it's important to normalize trans women in women's bathrooms.
No, it isn't. It shouldn't be normalized. You are a dude pretending to be a woman. You don't get to go into these women's spaces, and that goes for all the men out there pretending to be a woman. Plain and simple.
The argument is that I guess the place you decided to do this is really what all this revolves around. You're adamant that Disney World or Disneyland isn't a children's themed place, but most people, the majority of people that visit or the reason they go is for the younger age people. Of course, you have adults there and things like that, but the majority of who's attending these parks and what their trips are around going there is children.
False. mean,
So you don't think that that video and the bathroom selfies and including other people created negative attention towards our community?
Mariah, there is negative attention towards our community whether or not I am making content on Disney. People are going to find anything they can to attack us with.
So I think one thing is pretty clear here. There is no regret, no shame from this person. Everything you would expect at this point. And I completely disagree with what he's saying. You know, apparently people look for anything to say about the trans community. Nah, that isn't true. It's just a lot of the times you do things that annoy a lot of people, like going into women's spaces, like crying about getting misgendered and harassing staff, and then telling women men should be allowed in their spaces. What do I know, huh? I'm just mean, hateful, transphobic. But this is where it gets even worse, because the interviewer then asks him, do you see no wrong in what you're doing, essentially? And this is what he says.
Okay, so how do you justify creating such descriptive content regarding gender reassignment inside a children's themed park?
Disney World's for everyone.
But it's themed towards children.
No. There's things for children. There's plenty of things for adults, too. I mean, plenty of rides, you need to be a certain height. Children can't ride a lot of rides at Disney World. They sell alcohol there. They have events that are just for adults.
So you don't see anything wrong with creating those pieces of content, regardless of, I guess, if you think it's geared towards children or not. You don't think there's anything wrong with that?
Well, I mean, Disney World is not just for kids. Like, I mean, you could say that I filmed a video, how about this? I
I
filmed,
just want to know if you think anything's wrong with that. Yes, you don't think anything's wrong with that.
no, of course not. Why would anything be wrong with it? There are no kids in the video. Kids weren't listening. Why does it matter?
What does it accomplish doing it there, and why not make that sort of content in a more private setting, or setting that a lot of people perceive to be a children's themed park? Why not do it somewhere else, basically? Why there, of all places?
Because I love Disney World.
This just sums woke people up, right? These woke activists. They think they can do no wrong whatsoever, and it's everybody else in the wrong. Oh, not them, because to them, it's only their feelings that matter. And as long as I feel okay, well, that's the main thing. Anyway, the interviewer also gives Lilly Tino a chance to apologize publicly for everybody to see, and it goes as you would expect.
I refuse to be someone I'm not. I am a clocky, confrontational, provocative person. That's who I am. I am not the kind of person who is going to make content that is goody two-shoes trans girl. Oh my God, I have every box ticked for you. I'm exactly what you want to see, so that we can, please, please, please give us our rights. Please, we'll be exactly who you want us to be. No,
So how far are you willing to go with this? Is there no line you wouldn't cross?
of course
If
there's
you're,
not.
if you're willing to go to Disneyland and make the content you make and take bathroom selfies with people that aren't willing participants in the background, posting that for millions of people to see, is there no line you wouldn't cross? Like, when does it stop? Like, what length do you stop going to get your word out or get your message out?
I probably need to be misgendered in space. That's probably the farthest I would go.
Okay, last thing. Would you like the opportunity to publicly apologize or take accountability for any of your actions or to anyone you've negatively impacted?
I'm gonna pass on this.
So, what a nice person. I don't know about you guys, but it's just so unclear to me as to why people do not like this person. They seem very nice, very normal, and not weird at all. Mentally stable as well. But that is Lilly Tino's response to a lot of the controversy he's in, and as I said at the beginning, It is absolutely pathetic. What a joke. He doesn't think what he's done is wrong at all. I can't believe these people exist, I really can't. And judging by that interview, does anybody now think Lilly Tino is going to stop doing these weird things? Does he show a sign that he's learned from all of this? Nah. So I fully expect in the future to see Lilly Tino continue to do weird and creepy things, because at the end of the day, he thinks he's right. He thinks he can do this. And apparently it's all to make a point. And men should be allowed into women's spaces. It should be a normal thing. I think you've shown why it shouldn't be a normal thing. Not that we needed you to show that anyway. Anyway, that is the end of the video. Enough of Lilly Tino. I am tired from my flight, as you can see, but I thought I'd make this video for you guys because I saw this interview, I saw the responses, and I was just like, what are you on about, mate? But leave your thoughts down below, ladies and gentlemen. What are your thoughts on what Lilly Tino said? Are you surprised by any of it? Probably not, but I'd like to know nonetheless. If you have enjoyed, make sure to leave a like rating. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, turn on bell notifications so you never miss a video. Share this video, but until next time, it has been your host JD. Have a great day, stay safe, and I'm out. Peace.